Alright, so I have a situation with this new job. I applied for a bunch of jobs that I can do because with my injury, I can only do so much heavy lifting. And even now, currently, I can't really do anything super repetitive so often because my back just will give out and I have to be on pain meds and stuff. And I feel it in my legs, which is not a great thing. And I'm having some difficulty walking. Wednesday and Thursday was really bad for me, honestly, until I found I have a heating pad and I have some massager things for the back, and I just did the hot water thing with the Epsom salt and Tylenol and then the pain pills, and I take a combination of three or four of them to kind of actually have some kind of movement. And this was from my accident in 2019. And it really messed me up, and I don't qualify for disability because my doctors down here don't think I need disability, but I'm gonna end up disabling my own self because of how I'm working, and my doctors just don't care. So I'm trying to find another doctor to kind of see hey, I have these issues going on. No one's really listening to me. They keep focusing on my weight, but when I was heavy before the accident, this was not an issue. And when I was skinnier, I was still having the same issues. So I feel I'm being passed around from doctor to doctor to doctor, and it's very frustrating, So the reason why I left my other job because I was at Walmart, and Walmart was cutting down hours. I was going from 35, and then I was going to 9 hours a week. And I was there's no way I can pay my stuff and still do that, So I've been applying for another job, and I've been getting all these really low paying jobs, 8 an hour, 7 an hour. And there's a lot of jobs I just can't do because a lot of them require a lot of heavy lifting. Because in my town, there's a lot of plants, and a lot of them require a lot of heavy lifting, 50 pounds and over. But I also don't have a requirement for lifting anything because my doctors felt I didn't need that, but they have not really experienced what I experienced with the pain and everything, and I try to let them know. And I'm not sure if I'm not aggressive or not. It's just if I bring my dad with me or anybody else in with me, they kind of listen to me. But if I'm in there by myself, they don't listen. They just kind of push me aside to try to be in and out of the office really fast. So I think next time I am going to bring either my dad or somebody else in with me because I feel they will listen to them more instead of me. If that makes sense, which shouldn't have to be, but it's dumb. So, with this current job I'm at, I can just Walmart, because I was supposed to be getting 8 hours a day, and up till Wednesday, I really wasn't getting anything, and I was kind of this is a job I'm supposed to be having to kind of help me get by and get me where I need to get at, and it's messing up my money. So I've been job hunting, and I contacted that guy, the technician I got the job from, and I was hey, y'all got any more open spots? And all these other jobs are 4 or 3 hours away, and there's no way I can because I have to wake up super duper early to get to these jobs, and these jobs are a lot of heavy lifting, which I cannot do because I would either hurt myself or do permanent damage to my body to where I can't like get back right, and I don't want to lose the mobility that I actually have, because then that will take away my independence, and then I'll be stuck inside a house or in a wheelchair or something, and I really don't want that, because I'm kind of liking in my life right now, and I'm doing a lot of different things I never did, and seeing things that I haven't did, like traveling and everything, and I don't want to like have that hindrance of like I can't go a certain place because like I can't walk or I can't move or do certain things. I just don't want that in my life right now. So I've been applying for different jobs again, and I'm trying to like find things local here instead of having to drive out so far, because it's another job. It's like maybe like an hour, but like they pay like $19 an hour, which is great. But the thing is, like, it's an hour away. But I'm probably going to have to talk to them and be like, hey, can we do something? Because like I'm really far away from here. Can we like somehow get my schedule where I can kind of work and still like get here on time? Because when I tell them like where I'm from or where I'm coming from, they be like, well, can you make it to work? Because like there's sometimes to where I don't get off the bed or I be hurting, and I don't really have that cushion to be like, oh, I can miss these days, And I had a job call me, well, message me on Indeed about opportunity, but I'm unsure of that, just because I'm having an issue with them trying to get me on board with their company, because one of the supervisors try to lie on me. Well, not really lie at me, but try to use like my asthma as an excuse not to let me get hired on, which is totally a discrimination. And I have text messages, and if they do that again, I'm gonna call the office directly. And then if they try to say something, I'll just say, well, get a person's name and be like, well, I will have someone else reach out to you or the company or whatever, and actually talk to y'all about that, because even though y'all can do things, but there's things y'all cannot do legally, and not want to hire someone because they have asthma or they have doctor's appointments. You cannot do that. So no. And I have 2 emails from them, so we shall see on how that goes.